Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Vesperia with Chaos Counseling. We've already got a good crowd here by the looks of it. It's good to see Again Endangered. Hello, Dispenser Gaming, and hello, Atmosphere. It's good to see you all here. To answer your question, well, guess I did kind of answer your question. We are playing Tales of Vesperia. For those who are not aware, Tales of Symphonia is my favorite game of all time, and the Tales series is my favorite game series of all time. And because of that deep love that I have for this franchise, I feel that, well, true hatred can only come from a place of love or betrayal. And, well, to put it bluntly, one of the reasons why this game is my least favorite of all time is because it was the first Tales game I played after Symphonia. So there was a, shall we say, a sense of betrayal when it came to playing this game. But that was 15 years ago. But how do I put this? My dislike of this game has persisted quite... I've heard good things about Battle Cats, and honestly, I have meant to look into that. However, I do admit that throughout the course of this playthrough, many of my criticisms about this game were a hair unfounded. And to be perfectly frank, I have actually enjoyed myself a bit. But
Carol, do you think he'll be all right?
it's years of gameplay. I'm still playing it. It has years of... Oh, I didn't realize... Okay, good to know. But yeah, I don't think I will ever truly like this game because I will always hate its protagonist. But I do acknowledge that a lot of my overblown hatred for this game did come from a bit of meta bias that happened at the time when I initially played it. Because, Abby jokes that this game is basically my ex-wife with how much I bash it. Anyway.
He'll be fine.
But
Well, now, if it isn't that darling boy and
Oh,
girl.
dear God.
How very nice to see you both.
Oh, fuck you, Jaeger.
Jaeger!
You've got some nerve showing your face after planting the seeds of war.
I mean, he basically committed sedition to commit treason, so yeah. I know the guild cities aren't exactly a country, but quite frankly, he should have the entire town trying to gut him right now.
Seeds of war. I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, bull stuff. It's not like your support of what was going on in Palestrale was a secret.
Attacking Palestrale is a matter for the Union to decide.
Wait, what?
Yep, that's right. We just helped inform their decision.
Oh, dear God.
Exactly. Understand, my little friend?
I'll give you something to smile about.
That's enough for today, I think. It is the day of the Dawn's passing, after all. We're still in mourning, you see.
Yeah, no bullshit.
The world lost a great man today. It most certainly did.
What is it you guys are after? Get the Dawn out of the way to take control of the Union?
Oh, no. Our little business will most surely be easier without support Dawn around, but let's not go there. I've come today for my own personal reasons.
Bad accent and bad clothes?
I don't want to disgrace the Dawn by doing something I'll regret later.
Did they just give the bad guy a shitty German accent? Yes, they did. It's not even subtle.
You should leave before I change my mind.
It is not only you who are mourning this death, you know.
I mean... No, I don't
Be
buy
seeing
it.
you then.
No, fuck you. Fuck off. Just go fuck
Even
yourself.
Jaeger is mourning the Dawn.
That doesn't make him a nuanced
I don't
character. I'm
understand.
sorry.
Hadn't he been trying to get rid of Don Whitehorse himself?
Yes!
The old man was a nuisance to Leviathan's Claw, but maybe things were a little different for Jaeger on a personal level.
Again, that doesn't make him
You
deep.
mean like the difference between guilds and individuals?
Yeah.
It's not a real German accent. It's what a stupid American thinks a German accent is. There's a difference.
To the Dawn, there was Jaeger the boss, and Jaeger the person.
Stop. Just,
The Dawn
no.
did break his own laws and take the fight into his own hands.
I know German... Yeah, I mean, you're
Well,
not wrong.
We should be on our way.
All right. I told Rita we would be meeting her at the town exit.
Yeah, no, I think you're correct. I think it does... Certain pain or... Oh, jeez. You're not wrong. Yeah, you know, I do think he does sound more like a bad... It doesn't help that since Germany and Austria are next to each other...
I also left a message
there
at the
is
inn
some
for Patty.
bleed between the accents, at least when speaking English anyway.
He said he'll be fine.
Okay, Yuri, your relationship with Carol is one of the only points of praise I can give your character, and yeah, and unfortunately, no, for real. I know Yuri's a real name, but yes, I also can't help but just think of Yowie and Yuri whenever I hear his name said out loud. But again, your big brother status to Carol is one of the few genuine compliments I can give you, and you're being a tool right now, Yuri.
Carol and Patty?
Who cares about Patty? No one likes Patty.
What is
I
the
mean, no
deal
one
with
likes...
everyone worrying so much?
This is total whiplash after the last game I played, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, no, yeah. This is definitely the brooding edgelord phase of the game. Which, by the way, one of the main reasons I hate Yuri and one of the main reasons I created edgelord as a character, he's such a fucking edgelord, and I hate... let me phrase it. He's a 2000s edgelord.
What are both of your plans after this?
I'm going with you, of course. Like I said, I've decided to stick with you guys while I research the air credit.
Can you be the main character? I actually like you, Rita.
Right.
I want to go with you as well, Yuri.
Why?
Now that we know the hunting blades are out to get Judith, we've got to try and help her.
Okay, fair enough.
We're not obligated to do anything for her.
Okay, you're technically correct.
Judith shared in our travels. She's one of us.
One of us. Oh no, I played a Warhammer RPG game last night. No, I mean, that's what I've heard. I've heard Warhammer... Can she make a grilled cheese? You know what? I think Judith can make a grilled cheese, so that's why we gotta go save her.
She also destroyed the Ceres Blastia on the ship.
The Ceres Blastia that was going out of control and might have exploded. She is definitely the most boring, one of the more boring characters in the game, though, but fair enough. Fair enough.
But
I'm not going out on any mercy mission.
God damn it, Yuri.
I told you I need to set things straight, right?
Yuri, you're gonna cut everyone with how much edge you're giving Warhammer's whole things as being a grimdark. Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that. Like, honestly, I really don't have a problem with something... Okay, I did say that. That's not what I meant to say, but yeah, I did say edging. This stream is rated 18+, but I don't mind if something is grimdark if it's on the side of the package. This is a bright and colorful JRPG that's supposed to have a ton of humor and silly moments. Yuri's character just blech.
Yuri.
What does Judy know? What doesn't she know?
Okay, Yuri, you were the only one in the party who knew Judith was the Dragon Rider, and you electively chose to withhold that from everyone else. You don't get to preach about what she knows and doesn't know, because you didn't press the issue! We have an edgy lesbian. You know, that's kind of a funny story. So for the record, I'm playing the remaster on the PS4 because that's the most complete version of the game. I actually originally got this game for the Xbox 360 for Christmas one year. And when my aunt saw it, she's like, oh, well, that's a game that's got anime girls on it, so that's probably your older brothers. I'm like, no, that Yuri, the guy with the person with the long hair, that's a guy. How much the issue with this game in translation issues, I wonder. You know, that's actually another reason why I have come to realize I think some of my complaints may have been with the English dub. Now, thankfully, if you want to play this game for yourself, the remaster does come with the Japanese audio. Let's see, shit, my hair's longer than Yuri's. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, actually, I don't think it's that weird for men to have hair
I'm gonna
this long.
see that she comes clean about all of it. I have to find out where this guild stands.
And honestly, I think I should play through this game again with the Japanese, because I've kind of realized, since translation errors were very common with localization until pretty recently, I feel, all things considered, or at least little changes, or maybe missing the nuance or missing the point, I can't help but wonder if I'd like Yuri better in Japanese. Long hair makes a man fabulous, and a boy look like a wannabe. Fair enough. So, because I mean, something that I kind of realized, Tales of the Abyss is often listed as the best Tales game, but I don't think it actually works very well.
We might just
But I
end up
have
saving
realized
her along
maybe
the
that was a
way.
translation issue. Like, maybe the thing that causes that game to come apart was certain dialogue choices were mistranslated. A fabulous wannabe, that's true.
You two are worried about her. I
Because,
knew it.
what's it called? Digimon Tamers, the third season of the Digimon anime,
What are you talking
is
about?
one of my favorite
We
shows of
might,
all
is all
time.
I
Oh
said.
god, haha, that reminds me of the Yakuza series early dubbing. Oh dear. But there are several points in Digimon Tamers in the English dub that
Anyway,
the
with all this
choices
talk
made
about setting
in
the
the
guild
English dub
straight, is the
completely
fearless leader
change the
himself gonna come?
context of the scene.
It'll take more than this to keep him
Just
down.
by and
He'll come.
yeah, once you know what was originally being said in the Japanese
Patty's
dub,
here.
you actually realize, oh shit, this show is actually a lot better than the
Did you have a
English
look at
dub
what your
made it
grandpa
seem.
left behind?
Even though the English dub of Digimon Tamers is actually not bad, but like there's specifically a scene in the finale
engraved
of
it all firmly in
Jelly
my
Donuts that
memory.
does sound good. In danger, do you know Reggie?
So did it help you remember anything?
It doesn't look like things are gonna go quite so well.
Yeah, probably
But
not.
I can't let myself get discouraged by something like that.
Also fair.
That's right.
Is it okay for me to be with you guys a little longer?
I mean, I'm not a fan of your character, but
I don't
sure.
mind. Okay, let's go.
Plus, I don't think we can get rid of you again. I think you're stuck
What
with
should
this
we do
insane
about Raven?
green droplet guy.
He couldn't come now. He can't turn his back on this town. They lost the Dawn.
You're probably right. The old man has his own agenda to take care of.
I'm gonna miss him.
Think who you're talking about. That guy might just pop up when you least expect it.
So
Oh.
where is this Mount Temza anyway?
My guess is that it's somewhere north of the sands of Kogor. She mentioned something about living with Baul on a mountain to the north of a desert.
There certainly are plenty of mountains in the northern regions of Desier.
Well, let's start there and see where it takes us.
We'll be going to Desier by ship. Looks like that's where I come in.
All right, let's head to the ship.
So for context, for people who haven't tuned into this stream before, or forgot, Patty was not in the original release of this game. She was added to the PlayStation 3 Special Edition that never left Japan until the content that was added to it was part of the HD remaster that I'm currently playing. So the reason I'm kind of dunking on Patty is because she really doesn't fit into the narrative very well. He's the guy who made the Fallout, but everyone, it's a car video. Oh, that's interesting. Come on, Carol, you're the best character in the game.
Carol!
Wait!
I mean, because I remember when I first played this game, Carol was my least favorite character because I didn't like the voice of Carol. But after I played through this game with Abby, she pointed out Carol's actually the best character in the game.
Coming with you.
Not special edition characters, but those can be done well. The Persona 5 Royal. Actually, I personally think Persona 5 Royal is a fine example of a character being added done poorly.
I might not fully understand the things that Dawn wanted to
I think
tell
Persona
me yet.
4 Golden handled the new character better.
Brave Vesperia is our guild. So I've got to come with
But
you
yeah,
guys.
putting aside the voice acting, Carol has the
Carol.
best story arc
I
in the
think if I
game.
ran away, if I abandoned my friends, that'd be the
Who's
end.
Abby? I hope
I
I
couldn't
spelled it
come
correctly.
back.
Abby's my wife. She's the co-creator
That's
of this
why-
channel.
That's why I've got to go.
She's
Please let me come too.
she hasn't been streaming as much because
course.
she's been having a lot
You're the boss of this
of
outfit,
life
Captain.
obligations. Like she
Yuri,
didn't stream
thanks,
today
but
because
don't call me
she
boss anymore.
she had a photo shoot that she had to get ready for. She hasn't streamed. There's a lot of Let's see, you don't like the third term on Royal. It's fair. Golden is definitely a better example. Yeah, I don't like it for two reasons. One, because so many days are now taken up by the new character, you can't 100% the game unless you do the harem route, which I really don't like doing because it's not an example of being in a polycule. It's an example of you being a dick and taking advantage of women, and I just don't like that. The other reason I don't like it is because I just kind of feel the base game stopped at a very nice point. As a result, I just feel the extra stuff doesn't really add to what the narrative the game was going for. Plus, since Kasumi, what's the word I'm looking for? What's what I'm looking for? I also, because Kasume never really interacts with the rest of the party, she doesn't really enrich the game, in my opinion. And yes, I know that the new character in Persona 4 didn't really interact with the others that much. I meant Maruka, or however you spell his name. And I mean, he's an interesting character. He is a well-written character. I just feel he cheapens the base game's final boss with his presence. Anyway, so when I say the so the Persona series, if you don't know, it revolves around building friendships with people.
I haven't done anything to earn
and
that
throughout
title
the
yet.
game,
Until you really
you
think
can
I'm
romance
the boss.
almost every single woman in the
Until I
game.
don't feel embarrassed when someone calls me boss.
And if you get in a romance
I'll
with
just do
them,
my
you
part as a fellow
build
member of Brave
you
Vesperia.
build your social link with them
Understood,
quicker.
Carol.
In the
Not a
base
bad
game,
plan.
there's enough free days for you to
Alright.
build a relationship with every character
never
without
ends
having to
with these
romance
guilds.
anyone.
Bunch of hot-headed
But
idiots.
because certain days are now taken up with the new content, the only way for you to
That's exactly what's so good
complete
about the guilds,
every social
I
link in the
think.
game
Yeah. Quite
Oh my God,
juvenile,
Raven.
isn't it?
is if you romance every single woman, which results in... It's hard to explain what the Persona series is. The Persona series, it's slice of life meets turn-based RPG meets dating sim. It's using the exact days added to the third semester are a bit better. Okay. I mean, I appreciate that they're not taking my units away, but of course Raven just
old
turns up
man.
here.
Ah, how glorious is youth!
Guy Sensei?
What are you up to?
Huh? Something wrong with my being here?
I mean, you're annoying, but
Well, don't you have your hands full
Hey, Cal.
with
Hey,
the Dawn's
Val.
passing and everything?
you did come at a fun time because we're discussing Persona right now. Romance doesn't really speed up the social links as much as you think. Oh, really? Okay, the guide I had must have
You
been...
know, it all just seemed a little too bothersome. So I
No,
ducked
you
out.
can't... You don't, because the whole game takes place over a single year of high school. Marriage is not
But you owe a lot
something...
to the Dawn.
No,
Aren't
no,
you
it's not... Yeah, so the Persona games, like, you play through every day over the course of a school
Sad.
year. I mean, okay,
I
not
cried
literally,
and
but
cried till my
it's
throat
like
was
each
hoarse,
day
and
you
there
have a
wasn't tear
morning
left in me.
activity, a school activity, and an evening activity, and based on what you choose to do increases your friendships with... Because, like, the Persona series uses the tarot cards as a core element, as I still wish Persona would be set in adults in college. I would kill for a more... even though I love the series. I wouldn't mind, like, a new take on Persona that did star adults. But, so, like, every person you can make friends with... Let's see, Persona games don't even need to be in high school. Their stories can easily work in college. I agree. There's too many creepy adults hitting on kids shit. I also agree with that. Like, good God, Persona 5. So, but every friend you make represents a different tarot card. And every persona you
Funny.
get
It doesn't
also
show on you at all.
represents a different tarot card. So the closer
not even
friends
Raven
you
the Great
are with the
can dare to
certain
ignore
friend
the
that
Dawn's
represents a
parting
tarot
words.
card, the more powerful personas in that arcana you can
What
make.
are you talking about?
So like
heard me,
in
didn't ya?
Endangered, why
That
can you
burden's
romance
too heavy
adults
for this
in
beast.
5? It's still bad. You could technically in 4, but it's way less subtle in 5. And
I'm
it
sure
really
they'll be
makes
able
me
to take
uncomfortable
care of
in
that
5.
piece of business just fine with.
Because, like, for example, let's say, no, exactly, dispenser gaming.
All right.
Exactly.
We'll leave it at that.
But, like, dispenser gaming. Let's say, for example, you're the main character of Persona, and you become friends with Endangered. Well, Endangered's personality, let's say, matches the Chariot Arcana. You could now, the closer friends you made with Endangered, any persona you made that fell under the Chariot Arcana would now become stronger. That's kind of how the friendship social sim works.
Oh man, these kids today. I tell you.
Have you ever played Fire Emblem Three Houses? Because if you have, I think Persona is comparable to Three Houses, since Fire Emblem and, well, it wasn't Persona, it was Shinigami Tensei, but Persona is very similar to Shinigami Tensei in terms of structure.
It's rowdy.
The closer the friendship, the
Didn't I tell you
better
that
the bonus
before?
gets. Exactly. So I
So
feel,
now we can depart for Desier, right?
what's it called? Fire Emblem Three Houses, after they did a crossover with Shinigami Tensei, actually tried to work in some of the day-to-day life stuff that you do in Shinigami Tensei and Persona.
Huh?
It's not
Why are we going back
exact.
there?
like, Fire Emblem Three Houses
That's
is
a
still
pretty good
very
hunch
much
you
its
had
own
there.
thing.
Mount Thames is north of the sands of
But
Kagor. There's a Cridian
still.
city there, if memory serves.
You
Then
know,
why would you
this
know
wouldn't be
something
one of
like
my
that?
solo streams if we didn't get so completely off topic that we are not even talking about the game I'm playing.
Well, I'm over twice.
And
your
that's
age,
kinda
so
what
of
I
course
like
know
about
twice as many
This
things.
channel, and what I like about all of you who tune into this, we can just
Right.
talk.
So are we going or aren't we?
It doesn't have to be about
Can
what
we
we're
get to the
playing.
north
We
of
can just
Kagor by
talk,
boat?
and I really appreciate all of you for that.
Guess we'll have to see when we get there.
Hoist the sails! The Fiertia is off to sea!
The Fierite is already at sea. Yes, I know we're technically still at the dock, but it's not framed that way. It's ADHD train. This channel should be called ADHD counseling. Let's be real. Valley? Who's
Our
Valley?
swords for freedom, our shield for friendship, our lives for the common good.
The greater
Union
good.
Oath, huh?
Do you suppose Eifried lived according to those words?
Mm,
Or did the wind blow differently?
Well, the fact that Eifried's signature is on the oath is no simple twist of fortune.
Well,
I don't know why, but
just
the
have to
way
take the
Patty's
oath
voice
for
actor
Dawn
says
and
I
Eifried then, won't we?
annoys the fuck out of
Well
me.
done.
You
Looks
community
like
fans,
you
the
need
ADHD
to pick up
media
the
nerds
torch you and
specifically, so we
Eifried
talk about
once
everything. Again, that is not a complaint. I love it. Sorry, again, I know it's not fair to get upset with a voice actor because they were just reading their lines. Plus, this game came out, this dub was made in 2006. 2006. So, while English voice acting was definitely on the rise when it came to quality, it wasn't actually good yet, you know? Sorry, just want to save. Like, more interesting with some chaos in your life. Well, I mean, we are called Chaos Counseling for a reason, let's be real. I'm sorry, what actually are we doing? Synopsis. Okay, yeah, we gotta go back to the Sands of Kagor. I don't remember if we have to... Actually, library map. I don't remember definitively if we have to land, like, go through the desert specifically. Or, okay, point is, the southwest continent is where we need to go. Let's look around and see if we can find some place to dock, because we might be able to go straight where Judith is. Oh, God, by the way, guys, how do I sound? Can you hear me over the game? Because I was listening back to the last Edgelord stream that I did, and it seemed that the sound balancing got out of adjustment. I mean, given the amount that we've chatted, I'm assuming it's okay. Otherwise, you guys might have said something before now. But ADHD. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, we are going to just kind of
Young
explore.
Whitehorse was a real man.
It's almost as loud as you are. Let me turn the game down.
I'm sure
then.
you felt the weight of that in your blade as his second.
Okay. How is that? Is that a better balance?
It's all right.
Because, yeah, especially since
Why would he accept that role?
we've only been having conversation in the game. Once combat kicks in, it'll pick up quite a bit.
That lad's got real resolve.
Resolve? Do you mean like with Rago and Cumore?
Aye. Once he's made up his mind to take up the task, he'll see it done no matter how heavy it is. It's an exhausting path, one this old man could never take.
You aren't alone in that.
You know, I
All
freely
folks like
admit,
us can do is keep an eye
one
on
of my biggest complaints... So, for those who weren't here for past streams, Rago and Cumore are two corrupt politicians that Yuri just straight up murdered. And I want to be clear, I actually am A-okay with the fact that Yuri murdered them, because one of them was literally feeding innocent children to monsters out of boredom, and another was lying to people that, oh, if you march into the desert... We need to talk over the cutscenes anyway, so I'm not sure why hearing the voice acting matters that much. You're not wrong. I am terrible at that, and I do apologize. And, Cumore literally was telling people, if you march into this desert without water and fight a monster that literally wiped out entire battalions of troops, I might elevate you to nobility, and if you don't, I'll kill you. So, yeah, they needed to die, but I don't really like how everyone kind of acts that way. Acts around it. Then again, I remember one of my initial criticisms of this game when I played it. You know, I didn't play this game right when it was brand new. I played it a couple years after. But, the world being the way it is, I can't actually be too upset. My criticism that these characters were too cartoonish and unrealistic doesn't really hold water anymore. Yeah, brood, Yuri. It's all you're good for. Okay, I don't think... Oh, wait, I'm not even on the right... This isn't... I don't think this is the southeast continent, or southwest continent. I think this is actually part of the northwest continent. Okay, you know what they say? All for just one time, I will take the Northwest Passage. You know, I love doing the art destruction field and then getting interrupted mid-art because Yuri just snaps back to the ground despite him being mid-flip. Just, the animation just stops and he just clips back to the floor. I don't know. It's probably not something worth going ha-ha over, but I'm going to go ha-ha over it. God damn it, I walked right into that praying mantis. He decided, it's like, oh, hello. Hi, hello there. I'd like to, you know, stab you in the face with my face. Actually. So, I have been working on a video that, well, funny animations are worth language laughing at. No, I agree. So, something that I have been meaning to do for a while, and I'm finally actually working on it, is it's kind of like a history of edgelord video that Abby has been saying I really should do to try to give people an idea of who edgelord is in case, you know, we get new people to the channel who have no fucking clue who he is or who they are. Well, so I've been kind of rewatching, well, when I say rewatching, I just kind of like skipping through, you know, to be like, okay, what are some big moments worth mentioning, you know? And it's kind of funny going back, especially to the Biomutant stuff, you know, the birth of edgelord, and be like, I got some of my facts backwards. with, you know, some things that I'm like, I clearly remembered certain aspects, but I'm like, oh, I actually got them completely backwards. As well as coming across some, like, jokes or things that I made. And I'm like, I completely forgot I made that joke. Edge's amalgamation of Edge and random jokes. I mean, you're not wrong. But, I mean, also when I started going to the local LARP park that did sadly go out of business last year, I did flesh Edgelord out as more of a character. So, yeah. I mean, that's another thing that's funny, is that I'm currently on Skyrim, like rewatching the Skyrim videos, and be like, okay, I was way more committed to the whole idea of Edgelord actually was living it, so I would do a lot more little mundane stuff. I mean, granted, it's Skyrim. You can do a little more mundane stuff a little easy. Is it an edgelord and I contribute random information to the lore? In danger? Yes, you did. I definitely gave you the name Thamu despite the spelling it Thamu. Yeah, no, I know. Going back, I noticed, I'm like, I got the name. I've been spelling the name wrong this whole time. So, yeah, my bad. Yeah. So that's another prime example of me, you know, gotta love adding to lore. And yes, no, you and Endanger did add. You definitely contributed to a number of parts of Edgelord's character and lore. But yeah, again, that's a prime example of I could have sworn things like, I'm like, okay, this is how it happened. And then actually going back, I'm like, I got that wrong. I mean, heck, let's see. Just a shooting the breeze. Weird. Yeah, no, for real. Because, like, one thing in particular that I remembered is that in Biomutant, there were two kind of, like, secret mounts you had to specifically buy from a shop. One was the one that became Lord Thamu, and the other was Mistress something. I don't remember exactly what we called her. And I had them flipped in my head. Like, I distinctly remember Thamu being the black one and Mistress whatever being the purple one. But actually going back and watching the video, it was the other way around. I'm like, shit, how did I make that mistake? Hey, I'm glad you could be here at all, Atmosphere. It's always a pleasure to have you. But yeah, like, nowadays, and I think it's mostly just for the benefit of new people who are coming into the Edgelord streams, I'm a lot more willing to acknowledge that Edgelord knows that there's someone nearby with a video game controller. Whereas at least during Skyrim, I was like very committed to the idea of Edgelord was living a life, you know? And sure, it maybe isn't as funny or it's more immersion breaking, but I just think it's something that I needed to do to make sure that the new people who were watching, you know, could follow things better, you know? I already know, like, it's going to be pretty damn funny rewatching the Sonic Forces stuff, given that I straight up idiot with controller is amazing. No, I agree. Yeah. I am proud of that one. But, what's the word I'm looking for? Edgelord. Idiot with the controller. Sonic Forces. Let's see, completely fair to make a bit more obvious. It's a character stream. No, I agree. Again, there are certain aspects of the humor that I miss from the early days, but I do think what I'm doing was kind of for the better. It's also kind of funny just realizing it's like, oh yeah, Edgelord was not a real character. You know, like, it is kind of funny to think that Skyrim was the first real Edgelord stream, because Edgelord wasn't an actual proper character in Biomutant. It's just occasionally I'd say something funny and slip into the Edgelord voice, and it just went over really well, you know? Because, like, in the very first edgelord stream in Skyrim, I made that offhanded joke of, hello, I have edges for sale, and just, you know, started, you know, cutting people up under the guise of being an edge salesman, and, well, it definitely stuck in the memory of a couple people. But it's also a joke that it's like that totally could have been like a catchphrase for edgelord, but I didn't come back to it as often as you think I would have. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the ice combat. Edge, he and his katana, and actually, what's kind of funny is, you know, back in the day, you know, the edgelord sword was like edgelord's weapon of choice, but again, as I developed their lore, for lack of a better word, at least in terms of like edgelord in the LARP park, it's like the edgelord sword's not a sword they actually use. It's the thing that allows edgelord to be so edgy they can break reality. So they're like, what katana? I don't know what you're talking about. The one on your back. You know, what are you talking about? I don't got a katana on my back. Are you smoking cocaine? If so, can I have some? It's another one of those things that Abby's like, I should also do a history of edgelord to fill people in on the stuff that happened off the channel, since, like I said, there was kind of, edgelord was developed on the channel, but very heavily was developed at the LARP parks. So, anyway, what's what I'm looking for? Words. But yeah, Sonic Forces, I'm really, let's see, do you like the HR report on edgelord? Do it, it's like it's... So, the plan that we're going for is, during our 10th, our Custom Robo 10th anniversary stream that we did last Saturday, okay, this might have been after it, but we were just kind of talking about, like, some of our favorite videos from the channel's history. And Sunshine mentioned that they really liked the video where Abby, like, had to, you know, like, our sound footage, our audio got corrupted for Monster Prom. So Abby did, like, a dramatic reaction or a dramatic reenactment, or where she just kind of described what happened. We're going to be doing another video like that, but for edgelord. But since Abby is also HR, we can't also frame it that way. It's, as of right now, I'm just rewatching the videos and writing down highlights that I think would be fun to include. But yeah, again, with Sonic Forces, like I said, I full-on sleptwalked through one of those streams, so that's going to be interesting revisiting. Plus, there's also going to be a couple things where it's like, okay,
Our weapons are love.
Oh, Super Chain 4. Like, there's going to be a couple games that's like, then edgelord went, like, specifically, I've already gotten this written down, then edgelord went to Favoirite, or the Forgotten Realms, and nothing of interesting happened, and then immediately moves on. Just shows a single, like, still frame from Baldur's Gate 3, and then just moves on. We don't need to talk about it. Yeah. Oh dear, back attack.
From behind? Oh man.
Our ties to each other will save us.
Then it's like, I mean, I know it never made it to, you know, to screen, or never made it on the channel due to a couple reasons. But, like, for example, I was going to actually do some Mass Effect multiplayer live streams as one of them being edgelord. But unfortunately, when I was going to do that, it kind of coincided with getting new internet, and my Xbox 360 is not compatible with our internet. So I couldn't do that. And then I think the servers are all down, so I couldn't do it now anyway. But that still is technically canonical in my brain for edgelord, so it's going to be like, then edgelord became an N7, footage not found. Or then, so edgelord was supposed to go, oh, I've been confused. Edgelord was supposed to play the game Jump Force, but something I wasn't aware of in Jump Force is that I assumed, because it was developed by the same company who made Xenoverse, every character had their own unique story mode, or like, not unique story mode, but you could play through the story mode. I wish Shepard wasn't voiced, so a Mass Effect series would be possible. I do too. Like, I thought about that. I'm like, is there a way I could make it work? And I thought, no, Shepard is too defined of a character. So it's like I really just could not make that one work. But yeah, because unfortunately with Jump Force, if you want to play through the story mode multiple times, you have to either completely erase your save data, or you have to make a brand new profile. Actually, no, you can't even make a new profile. You have to like, no, I had to wipe my data for Jump Force, and I didn't want to do that. Because as meh as that game is, I still enjoyed it enough that I didn't want to lose all my progress, you know? So I had to, like, stop that stream after about 8 minutes and then just ended up deleting it. Well, deleting the footage from the channel. But I still had, like, the save file. So, yeah, it's one of those things that it's like, it still technically happened. The joke is that it's going to be like, then Edgelord joined Jump Force. But unfortunately, the world was already saved, so they didn't end up doing anything of value. Because, yeah, it was supposed to be... Because anyone who was there for that might remember that the game that was voted on to be after Soul Calibur was Jump Force. But I ended up playing the 2 Xenoverse games instead because of literally what I just said. Now... Well, I can't do Mass Effect. Another game that was made by BioWare that has been on the Edgelord polls quite a bit and has almost won twice is Kingdoms of Amalur. Like, I don't know if it was made by, like, the exact same guys who did Dragon Age and Mass Effect, but it was made by BioWare. And there is a, in Mass Effect 3, there was a unique armor based on Kingdoms of Amalur. It's called the Reckoning armor, and it's kind of like Blue Knight armor, if you've ever seen it. And what was kind of fun is back during the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 days, the only way to get that armor is if you downloaded the demo of Kingdoms of Amalur, played it to its completion, and then loaded up your save file of Mass Effect 3. And the armor would automatically be added to your save file, which I thought was pretty cool. But in the Legendary Edition, it was just added to the game that you could purchase from a store. Now, yes, I'm not going to do it for Edgelord, but I have considered possibly doing another stream of Mass Effect. This time doing the Legendary Edition. Oh, that's the only BioWare game I haven't finished. Well, yeah, so the one I have both the original and the Re-Reckoning version. And if I do play it, it is going to be the Re-Reckoning version. Oh, cutscene? Yep. I'm such a tragic back character. I never knew my mother. Let's see. I think it just didn't grab me as hard since it's not really a... I agree. Of the 3 BioWare, those like Dragon Age, Mass Effect, and Kingdoms of Amalur, I think Kingdoms of Amalur is the weakest. But yeah, I agree. I do, but it is still a prime game for edgelord. Not a bad game by any means, just weaker. I agree. No, I think Kingdoms of Amalur is a good game. It's just I don't think it is as good as Dragon Age and Mass Effect. And like I said, it is a prime candidate for edgelord. Actually, speaking of edgelord, if you guys haven't voted yet, I currently have a poll going for edgelord's Digimon starter, and we are currently tied. If you guys want to help break that tie, I'd appreciate that. A link to it can be found on Discord. It can be found on the in our post sections on YouTube. It was posted to our Twitter. You'd have to kind of dig for that one, so you don't. Yeah, no, I feel you, Endangered, and I appreciate that. But yeah, we are currently tied. Like Tentamon and Betamon are both tied with 2 votes at this point. I mean, if nothing else, I'll just have Abby. So for those who don't know, just for transparency's sake, Abby breaks, if there's a tie, Abby breaks the tie. And she does it without really my input. She just kind of does what she thinks would be good, what...
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
And, I mean, sometimes, like, especially when it comes to, like, the Pokemon playthroughs, she does, if there's a tie between a starter that I've used in the past and a starter that I haven't used, she'll always pick the starter I haven't used. Now, admittedly, this last playthrough, which was Pokemon Sword, she did end up just saying, no, we're not going to do a poll. We're just going to have edgelord use Score Bunny, because there was a very specific grass Pokemon and a specific water Pokemon she wanted edgelord to use. So using Score Bunny was just kind of what was left, you know? Because Abby thought it would be hilarious to force edgelord to use a Trevenant, because it's literally a ghost tree, and there's nothing in the world that scares edgelord more than trees. So that was pretty funny. And then combined with the fact that as of right now, the only way edgelord could play Pokemon Sun and Moon, where Trevenant was introduced, is if we emulated it. I thought the grass scared Edge too. Am I wrong? Technically, edgelord was afraid of all plants. However, for a few reasons, specifically the fact that grass is everywhere, I've kind of had edgelord do some mental gymnastics so that it's more they're afraid of trees specifically. Just so I'm not constantly having to freak out about stepping on grass, because grass is in a lot of places in games, you know. But yes, you are correct, Endangered. It used to be all plant life. Like everything from grass to trees, etc. The other reason was also because someone pointed out that in a Biomutant, the currency of that world is literally leaves. So it would make more sense. Let's see, the audio is breaking up. Is the audio? Hold on, let me... Okay, hold on, I am tuning into the audio myself real quick. Okay, I can't... It doesn't sound like it's breaking up on my end. How about anyone else? Oh, nope. There it went. There. Okay, there it's... Oh, shit. No, it's not just you, Endangered. That's a problem. We've been having some internet connectivity issues. Ah, shit.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Okay. I was afraid of that. Okay, I'm going to be typing this. Okay. I'm afraid... Yeah, I'm going to have to end the stream. Because unfortunately, when this is happening, the stream is just going to get progressively farther and farther out of synchronization. So I'm going to get out of this desert, save, and I'm afraid we have to call it a day. Fuck. I was... Oh, man. I was really hoping that this wouldn't happen because I really am trying to... Fuck it, I got no choice. I'm sorry. I'm not sure when, but I'll see you then. Goodbye.